Hey y'all, welcome and/or welcome back to my channel. My name is Janae, if you didn't know, and today's video is another Missing Monday case. And y'all, let me tell you, this one pissed me off quite a bit. So, grab what you're gonna grab whatever it is that you grab when you watch my videos, and let's go. So, today's video is about Akia Eggleston, and y'all, like I just said in the intro, this one really just, I don't know how else to say it, just pissed me off, but it made me real mad. There you go. That's a nicer way to say it. It made me real mad because I feel like the police know something. I feel like somebody else knows something. I feel like a lot of people know stuff, but ain't nobody talking and ain't nobody saying nothing. And that's really frustrating. But anyways, with all that being said, I'm going to just go ahead and get into the case. And maybe y'all going to be frustrated like me. Maybe y'all not. And it could just be the fact that I don't like unsolved cases, but that's neither here nor there. I'm just going ahead and get into the video because I've been talking for a long time and I ain't said nothing yet. Akia was born on September 6, 1994, and she was primarily raised by her stepdad and her mom, but unfortunately her mom passed of breast cancer in 2012. She was described as a fireball. She had like a really big personality. She loved to dance. She was just a happy type of person, and Akia was really short. She was only 4'11", so whatever she lacked in height, she made up for in personality, basically. After Akia lost her mom in 2012, she was 17 years old, and she started kind of to rebel, not necessarily against anyone or anything particularly, but just the loss of a mom. And I mean, she was really close to her mom. She had like a really strong relationship with her mother, and so once she lost her, that's something that's going to take a mental toll on anybody. And the way Akia dealt with it was just pretty much just to rebel. So when she was around 19 or 20 years old, she would have her first child, a little girl. It was pretty much unexpected, but she was a good mom. Even though the baby was unexpected, she just fell right into the mother role. She took care of her baby. She had a lot of help and support from her family and friends, but for the most part, Akia was a top-notch mom. So about 2 years after she had her daughter, Akia would end up getting pregnant again. And I don't know if this one was necessarily unexpected, but now Akia is 22. She's a single mother, not only of a little girl, but she's also pregnant with her second baby. This time it's a boy, and she is super excited about this baby. Unfortunately, Akia would never get the joy of actually having her baby boy because she would soon be reported missing from the Cherry Hill area of Baltimore by her friends and family. So in the days leading up to her disappearance, Akia was pretty much just planning for her baby shower because at this point she 8 months pregnant, so she about to pop any day now. And if y'all know anything about anything, y'all know that a baby shower usually happens within the 8th or 9th month of pregnancy, where people just shower you with love and laughter and happiness and buy you gifts and give you things that you might need for the baby. And being that this was her first boy, herself and everybody around her was just so excited to shower her with like everything. Even though she was the one who was planning her baby shower, Akia was really kind of limited to the stuff that she could do because she was pretty much on bed rest because the baby was breached. Like I said, she's 4'11". Her stomach is probably super huge, and she really just was limited in her mobility, and she needed a lot of help with doing stuff. So on May 3rd, she would call one of her friends because she needed to go to the bank. So when she went to the bank, she just withdrew a couple $100, $572 to be exact. And then she left, and the friend dropped her back off at home. Now, people were speculating about why she got the money out of the bank, like that much money out of the bank, $572. That's kind of like a random amount. Like, what's the $2 for? But some people said that it was because she was planning on moving out of the apartment that she stayed with her roommate and into a place with her baby daddy, and that was a deposit for the place. Some don't sit right with me about that, but I will explain why in a little minute. So a couple days later, on May 7th, was supposed to be the day of her baby shower. Everybody's going to the baby shower, excited, ready to have fun, party, play all the baby shower games. And all her friends and family are showing up. But the most important person is missing. It's Akia. Akia never showed up to her baby shower. So people are starting to wonder, like, what the hell? Where is Akia? We know she's not going to miss this baby shower. One, she done paid between $500 and $900 for this space. That's number one. Number two, she's super excited about this baby. There is no way that she just up and left. So her friends packed up the baby shower and they headed over to Akia's apartment. When they got there, they noticed that something was kind of off. When they went in there, now mind you, she shared this apartment with another person, so the furniture and stuff was there. But when they got to her room, there was no furniture there. All her dressers was gone. Her clothes was gone out of the closet. The only thing that was left was Akia's bed. And they also noticed that somewhere in the house, there was a hole in the wall. I can't remember exactly where it was, but there was a hole in the wall that wasn't there the last time they were there. And that kind of concerned them because why is there a hole in your wall and all your stuff is gone? It's not adding up. The math ain't mathing right now. So since the baby shower was on Sunday, they waited till Monday to call the police and make a missing persons report. And sad to say, they treated it like they treat most Black missing persons, where they was just like, oh, she probably a runaway. She grown. She can do what she want to do. And they kind of just left it at that for a little minute. But the people was like, no, but her friends and family was like, no, she was pregnant. She didn't show up to her baby shower. Something's not right. So the police came over to the apartment, and when they did a search of the apartment, that's when they started to realize that, look, maybe we should actually go ahead and file the missing persons case, because something, again, is just not adding up here. Something that I forgot to mention earlier when I was talking about Akia being pregnant is that her family don't know who her baby daddy is at this point. They just know she's pregnant, and she just going with the motions, and they're like, she pregnant. She don't want to tell us who the baby daddy is. She don't got to. We're going to take care of the baby. We're going to take care of her anyway. So I guess it don't even really matter who the baby daddy is, especially if she don't want to tell me. But at some point, the family will find out that they knew who the child's father was the whole time. The father of Akia's baby was actually a childhood friend of her stepdad. So basically, he was an old ass dude messing with his friend's daughter, pretty much. And they was like, her stepdad was like, what the hell? Pretty much. He was like, he had no idea that this was going on, because while him and Akia were close, they didn't have the type of open relationship where she was just gonna come to him talking about, yeah, I'm smashing your friend. Like, it's kind of no. So right off the bat, the family was super suspicious of the baby daddy, because not only did he not show like no type of interest in the search efforts to find her, he didn't say nothing when she went missing. He didn't show up to the baby shower. He never came to any of the visuals for her. Like, nothing. Not to mind you, she's pregnant with his child. Like, don't you want to know where she at? And if you don't even want to know where she at, don't you want to know where your baby at? I'm just saying. But we're going to back it on up, and we're going to keep it moving. So the police will question multiple people, but for whatever reason, it's like nobody knew nothing. The only thing that they knew was that Akia was missing. And it turns out that she didn't even go missing on the 7th. After everybody started comparing notes and trying to see, like, when the last time you talked to her, when the last time you talked to her, when the last time anybody had talked to her, they realized that the last time anybody had talked to Akia was actually on the 3rd, the day that she went to the bank to get all that money out. So when they made the missing persons report, they was already days late, and they didn't even realize it. So here's what they do know. They know that she went to the bank, and they know that she talked to her grandma on the 3rd. But after that, after the 3rd, all communication stopped. She stopped posting on Facebook, Instagram, any other social media that she had. It was just done. When she talked to her grandma had texted her, and she was like, you know, you good, you okay? I haven't heard from you today, or in a while, or in a couple days, or whatever the case was. And Akia texts back and said, yeah, I'm fine, can't talk to you right now, I'm doing something, blah, 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 blah. But her grandma don't even really think that was her, so just keep that in mind. Also, on the 3rd, she would text a friend to say that she was moving in with her baby daddy. And this is why I said something don't seem right about that deposit to me, and about the whole thing about her moving in with her baby daddy. Because one, it said that her baby daddy had a girlfriend and multiple children while Akia was pregnant. Now, I'm not saying that people can't live double lives and be having a whole house over here and a whole house over there, because trust me, it has happened. And the other girl, neither one of the women ever knew that this man had a whole split life. But I felt like the whole thing was just a setup, because her grandma and her aunt both did interviews, and they both said that Akia never mentioned moving to them. And sometimes people do withhold information from you, but if you move into a whole new house and you're having a baby and your family is going to be involved in yours and the baby's life, they're going to know where you live. So withholding the information about her moving wouldn't have served her no purpose once she moved. You know what I mean? And so that sent up a red flag for me. And then how funny is it that the day that you go missing, you text somebody and say, yeah, I'm moving in with my baby daddy. I feel like it was all kind of to set up the fact that all her stuff will be gone out of her apartment when they found it. You know what I mean? Like somebody had her phone and was texting people to set up her disappearance, to say like, hey, I'm moving, that's why all my stuff gone, without saying all my stuff about to be gone. That's why it don't sit well with me. I feel like whoever was texting from her phone is the person who know what happened to her. But unfortunately, nobody's coming forward. Nobody's saying nothing. Everything is just so tight-lipped. The investigators is not really telling the family the stuff that they learn. And maybe that's for a good reason. Maybe the investigators know something that the family don't know, and they trying to withhold the information because they are gonna get somebody. But it's been 4 years now, so yeah. The investigators told the family that they interviewed the baby daddy. They won't tell the family what they got out of the interview with the baby daddy. So they was hoping that a $25,000 reward would have issued some type of leads or something like that, but there's nothing. And that reward is still out there just in case any of y'all do have any information on this case. But other than that, that's where we are. And the stepdad said something to me. No, he didn't say nothing to me, y'all, child. But he did say something that made me, I guess, realize the pain that people who have missing family members go through. He said, I'm going to read it because I can't remember it right off the top of my head. So I'm going to look down and I'm going to read it. But he said, they say time heals all things, but time can't heal what you don't know. And I was just like, damn, you're right. You're right. People who have murdered family members and their case gets solved, they know. They know what happened. So maybe they could work on healing in that aspect. But when something happened to somebody that you love and you just don't know nothing, they just vanish into what seems like thin air. Just gone. How can you heal from that? You don't know what happened. That's it for this video, y'all. Thank y'all so very much for watching. Oh, before I end the video, let me say this. If anybody has information on this case, please call the Baltimore Police Department at 410-396-2499. Just please, if y'all have any information, contact the Baltimore Police Department or your local authority so that they can get in contact with the Baltimore Police Department. And yeah, thank y'all so very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all in the next one.